I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard.
All right, Coach. Well, sunny Southern California is anything but on this afternoon. Gray skies and rain in the forecast here at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Monday, down, new lady.
Check 55 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now, 180.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
From the 24, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good. We're good. 180. You're mine. 57. Mike, 57. Bravo. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 71 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Number 53, Mike 53. Load it. Load it. 36.
To throw, Rivers. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Left. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, Brown 80. Mike. Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got
To the air again here, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
I'm going. Wait on 2.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
What now? 93.
from midfield. Here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
90, snap 180.
Check 53, Mike. I got one.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Mike. 190. Hey, Delta.
All day. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Snap 380. 380. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
That's it, baby.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 50.
Alpha.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing again. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Corporal?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
6-0 our score after one. First down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Now, 180. Right there in the middle, 55. Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen, off the screen. No. Off. Hey, Raider 2.
Throwing his car on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Down. You 180. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Express. 57. Pick me up. Here we go. 57.
Here's Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On second and goal, Carr steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Bullock's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got it. 53's the mic. Hey, echo. Wait, 89.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Stay there. Stay there. Hey, Brown 80. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Left to right. Watch the shot.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
Let's go.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back. 55's my guy. 55.
Again, it's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd and 10.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. Rivers now from the 50. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. The Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Keep playing hard.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Red! Room! Hey, watch this! 53. Hey, Charlie! 53 at the mic. Check back.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. It's complete to Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Chargers, first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. No gain on this. Wait, 89.
Again, it's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Monday, down. You ready? It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
57. Monday. I know he ain't got it.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. White Monday down. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. That's up. That's up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
53. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 67 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
55.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the screen. 9. Go Chief. Right there in the middle. 55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Raiders.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hey, Rocket. 53 for Mike. 50.
Following the interception here, Rivers gets it to Gordon. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Step 180, block 11. I'm coming.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
It should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Check, green 80, ground 80. You. Keep it skinny. 25, check 25, check 25.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's got room. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now, 180. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Kill. One, later one.
Check 13. Check.
Jacobs now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Malone there to make the grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Throwing now is Carr, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
17. Chargers 14. Randy Bullock sets to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
7:34.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Now, Mike 57. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's third down. Today's final score.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself,